Hi everyone, the Penguin Chef here. Today I'm going to show you how to make one of my all-time favorite cold day dishes, chili. So in this pot I've got 1 pound of pinto beans. I started preparing them yesterday. I sorted through them looking for small rocks. Did I find any rocks? No. Have I in the past? Yeah. I put the sorted beans into a large bowl and added 8 cups of water. I put the lid on the bowl and let the beans soak overnight. Here's why. The beans have plumped, and the darkened water is full of oligosaccharides that make the beans very hard to digest, among other things. So I drained the beans, rinsed them very well, and then put them into my pot. Then I added about 3 quarts of water, and I'm going to bring that up to a boil over high heat. And I'm just going to set my lid on a little askew to allow for a little evaporation and reduction. So I've melted 3 tablespoons of butter over medium heat. To that we're going to add 1 chopped onion. Now this is one of the moments when you get to decide exactly how hot you want your chili, because we're going to add some peppers. But you can add whatever kind you want in whatever quantity you want. Jalapenos, habaneros, if you're feeling very brave, ghost peppers. If it were just me, I'd probably be going for the habaneros. But I am making this for my family and they don't like heat the way I do, so to keep them happy, I'm just using a bell pepper. Boring. Once our chili beans come up to a boil, we're going to turn the heat down to low and we're going to let those simmer for about 1 hour and 15 minutes. The onions are starting to turn golden and slightly translucent, so now we're going to add in our meat. You can use anywhere between 1.5 pounds and 2 pounds, depending how meaty you like it. I've got about 1.75 pounds here. So I'm using ground beef, but of course you can use any of the substitutes you want. I've made this with ground turkey, you can use tofu, any of those plant-based ground meat substitutes will work just fine. It all matters how you spice it. Stirring constantly will help the meat get a nice smooth texture. In case you hadn't guessed from my previous work, I don't like chunks. So this is looking pretty good. We're just going to take our pan off of the heat and wait for the beans to be ready. And occasionally you just want to give the beans a little stir. Keep them off the bottom. And then put the lid back on. So our beans have been simmering for about 1 hour and 15 minutes. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to add our meat, onions, and peppers into the pot. Give this a little stir. So now that we've got this all mixed together, we're going to add in some spices. Now there's a lot of perfectly good store-bought chili spice mixes you can buy. I've used them in the past. They taste pretty good. I still prefer to make my own, and somewhere up here there's going to be a little thing you can click and it'll take you to a link to my spice mix recipe. So I'm adding in about 4 ounces of that, which is equivalent to about 2 packets of the spice mix you buy at the store. And I'm also going to add in about 1/2 tablespoon of salt. We're going to simmer that on low, uncovered, for about 90 minutes, stirring occasionally. This is looking really good. It's thickened up nicely, and we're ready to serve. Here we have it, a delicious pinto bean chili. And we like to serve it with shredded cheddar cheese, sour cream on top, and what else on the side but cornbread. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Check out the channel for some more great recipes. Until next time.